How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Blue Collar. My name's Damien, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Now, we got a bit of a different video today. Believe it or not, you guys are sitting on it right now, using it as a stand. Anyways, we got a bit of a different video. I told you guys it was going to be either the motorcycle that I was working on before or a tractor. And I think I'm going to work on the tractor. Now, I already went ahead and did one thing to it, but I want to go ahead and turn the camera around, show you everything that we need to look into on this, because it needs some work. Alright, we're only going to tackle a few things today, tomorrow, and the next day, and then, just progressively get more into it whenever we do. You know what I mean? So, let me turn the camera around, show you guys all the stuff, do a walk around, tell you what I'm going to do today, etc., etc. That's a plan anyways. I usually don't abide by it, but see how it goes. Alright, here we are. We have a 400 Belarus tractor. And there's a lot of people that hate these things, and I personally couldn't tell you if I do or don't. Never owned one until now. There's a lot of work that we need to do to it. Of course, you can see some here and there. So here's the walk around so far. Oh, believe it or not, got a headlight put in there. Looks better. Now, let me go ahead and show you everything that's leaking, because it's just about everything. We got a leaking gearbox here. We have a leak under there, a leak under there, and a leak here. Now, don't get me lying to you, I don't know all the names of this stuff that's leaking. This is leaking. This ram or hydraulic cylinder, whatever you want to call it's leaking at the front. We'll fix that today. We have a really blown out tire on this side. The other tire is bad. Tires here is bad. Sure. And then underneath here, where you actually put all the hydraulic fluid, that's leaking as well. But if you see how dirty it is, you can tell why I want to wash it first. So what I'm going to do, alright, so we're going to wind up pressure washing this thing first. And then we're going to go through here and start fixing the hydraulic cylinder and taking a lot of other stuff off to look at other things. But that's what we're going to do today. And to do that, I need to go to my brother's and grab the pressure washer, because I don't own one. Anyways, we're going to go get that. We're going to bring it down here, hook it up, pressure wash it, and then start taking the ram off. It's really easy. It's not that hard. If I keep saying ram and I irritate you, just, it's a hydraulic cylinder. Just say that, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, it's enough talking. Let's get in the mule and let's head up to my brother's, yeah? Alright, we're back. We got the pressure washer all set up. And we're getting ready to do it. I went and did a test run on it, and it didn't seem to work. So now I'm going to sit here for 5-10 minutes, see why that's not working, fix it, and then do that. We'll be right back after this unscheduled program. Thank you guys for watching. Alright, after a little bit of work, me and Dad finally figured out that it was just a plug-in. So we changed that plug-in, and come to find out it had a lot of, I'd say water, but it's more of like condensation and build up over time. And it pretty much messed up the entire, it had a circuit board in there, water circuit board, not a friend. So we went ahead and took it apart and put our own plug on it, sitting right over there. Anyways, it works now. So I'm going to turn this around and start pressure washing stuff and do a little thing. I don't know. Changing tips. Girl's dream. Alright, I took you on a little trip there at the end. Pretty much got done with washing the rest of it. And I got stuff all over me. Dirty. But now I'm gonna go over here. Hey, calm down. This thing's barking at me. Anyways, I'm gonna go over here and start taking off that hydraulic thingy majigger. And we're gonna get in there and we're gonna put 2 seals in it. That hopefully is all it needs. It's what the other one needed. Shh. Already took that one apart. We're gonna go ahead and take that off, take care of it, and if it needs seals, we'll have to go get some later. But I got 2 now that I think is the problem, and then we'll get it put back on there and fixed. We'll move on to something else. Alright, so basically, there's 2 bolts. These 2 little, I guess they're bolts, they got holes going through them to allow fluid to pass through into the cylinder here. And then you gotta knock these 2 pins outward. Alright, so you're gonna need a half for these, right here. And then you're gonna need a 3/4 for these 2 here. Now this is a mid-mill loader. They haven't made it in 50-something years, and I actually wound up getting the seals because I called the number that's on this loader. They don't make the parts. They don't have the list of stuff for them, so you can't just buy the seal wherever. I had to take the part, take it to a place, have them find a seal that they can use for it. And that's what I'm using now. So if you have trouble finding parts for this, just know that they don't make them anymore apparently, and when you ask them for the paper for it, they don't have it. So, kind of crappy, but whatever. Anyways, let's get these 2 bolts off of here, loosen those for the lines, and get this cylinder off here real quick. It doesn't take long to get the cylinder off, and it doesn't take long to take it apart either. It's not a very big hydraulic cylinder, I don't guess. So, take this off here. Now there are copper washers on these. You gotta make sure that you keep those or have another one, because if not, you know, you kind of shit out of luck on that. Pop these off of here. Okay. Put that out of the way. Perfect. Now I'm gonna take a hammer, kind of knock this down. You don't have to do it too crazy. Knock this down as well. Then you can come in here behind it, help it out. You know what I mean? You don't want to knock it all the way out, because then it's just gonna fall. And you know, brace yourself because it's heavy. Shoot fluid everywhere, you know, because you didn't just clean it or anything. Alright, put these back in here for some safe keeping. And that's going to be it for taking it out. I'll meet you guys in here by the table. We'll take it apart. Alright, here we go. See if we can dark this off here. We'll go this way. Oh man. Alright, another try. Let me try. Where's that big pipe at? Where'd it go? There it is. Perfect. Just needed a cheater pipe. Break it loose. I don't think these things have ever been taken apart, but you never know. The other one wasn't that hard, so who knows? Make another damn mess. Now these pretty long-winded things here, so just kind of keep going. Sooner or later, come off there. You'll know when it comes off. Great, I did it again. Oh no. Oh no. Will that be fine? Nope. Huh. Angle. Sure. We're just gonna have to for a second. There. I didn't make a mess, you know. It's okay. Let me move this around. Okay. There's a big nut we gotta take off on the end here. And we're gonna use the cheater bar again. Okay. Cheater bar breaks it free. Now this is, I forget what they call it. They punch the nut and the shaft together so it won't come undone. I think it's called bradded. Anyways, you gotta break those free. And then it should easily come off here. So, once we get this nut off, we gotta take this piece off, and then this will slide off, and what we gotta fix is inside of here. This ratchet's about 40,000 years old, but it does the job. You know what I mean? Anyways, one eternity later, and this thing will be off here. Throw it on the floor, that's where it belongs. Okay. Now don't freak out if this comes out in pieces. It's not a big deal, okay? Because this, like I said, it'll break apart. It's got a plastic shim, rubber, and some other crap. Don't worry about that, okay? Now if you have to change yours, that's fine. You can change yours, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Whatever piece that you need, you can change. But what you want to do is look around through here and make sure that rubber's not cracked or broken anywhere. This one seems fine. Clean the shaft up a little bit. And then we're going to slide that right off of here. Now here's the seal. Let me see if I can show you the problem here. Get this pick. Right in there. Come on, focus, camera. Focus. See if I can touch it with my finger. See that seal in there? What's this? See that? That's the seal that's giving me all those problems right now. It's going to come out in a bunch of pieces. I'm going to go ahead and change this. I'll show you guys the number before I put it in there. Clean this up and slide it back together. Okay, so here's all the crud that came out of there. And basically all I was doing was getting this pick, sticking it down in there, and just kind of going around. And after a little bit, you take your rag, you get it in there, you go around just like that. Now, here's the seals that the lady gave me over there. And it says HB 18. Matter of fact, let me see if I can just get it in there. It is in the camera. 187015000-312. And then she actually gave me this little shim piece too, so it sits in here, kind of like so. We're gonna go ahead and try to put this in here. I'm thinking it either sit like that or like that. So, not really sure. I don't think you can really mess this up. I say that and then I'm going to mess it up. But you bend this piece here, you stick it down in there, you get it in the right spot, and you just kind of finagle it into the spot that you need it to be. Okay? I don't think it's that difficult while I'm struggling to do it. Ugh. See if I can do it a different way real quick. Okay, so it took a little bit, but basically I got this little deal, and you push it in there. Matter of fact, I'll show you with this one. Basically, you pinch it down, just stick one side in there, and then one sticks up just like so. Just like so. You're going to get it and push it down into place. You got to make sure it lines up in there. Alright, you see that little gap? That's why she gave me this here. Now, when you put this in here, that piece that I put in there has this little flange. It's actually the wiper. It needs to be going that way, right? So it'll sit on the bottom, not the top. And I'm pretty sure that the numbers were on the opposite side of that. So if you got your numbers, you push the wiper down, and that number should be facing up. And then this little piece doesn't really matter. It's just more like a spacer. You put your finger in here, grab it, and kind of move it down into place. Once you get it set in there, it should slide right in, and you shouldn't have a problem. Anyways, let me get this taken care of real fast, and then we'll go put it on that cylinder over there. Alright, I'm going to use a little bit of PB Blaster for this. But you can use WD-40, grease, something or other. And you're just going to spray it in here to lube up that seal. Okay? Once you get that seal lubed up, you're going to bring it over here. Remember, this faces outward. So you're going to put it on here. And it's going to hang up on that wiper. You're just going to push it down into place. Now remember, your hands are going to be dirty. And you're going to want to clean up this shaft just as clean as you can get it. Slide it out of the way. Then we're going to go ahead and put this back on here. Not really sure what this is called, but I'm not really worried about it either. Get that thing back into place. I'm going to go ahead and put this nut back on here now. This nut goes on here one way, and the easiest way that you can tell is those little brads that I told you about earlier. They're only on one side. You see them there? See how they're not on this side? So this side would face this direction, so it's going to screw on just like that. Brads will be facing outward so you can see them. It's just another safety precaution, really. I'm not going to be putting any brads on it, just because I don't have good luck with brads. Well, that's not good. Pretend we didn't see that. Anyways, we'll put this on here, get it tight, get it ready to put back on the cylinder that just fell, and it should be good. telling you, this thing takes a good minute. Make sure that's close. Now basically, to get this as tight as it was, you could use a marker or anything that'll show you where it was before you take it off. But these brads will tell you exactly where they just came off. So you're going to get it tight. And then you'll take it off there. And you'll look at them brads. So you're just going to tighten it until it gets to where it was. The cheap part is, I ain't got nobody to hold it. But we'll get there. Fighting against myself here. Alright, let me turn the camera around and show you these brads in just a second. Alright, here's the brads lined up like I told you. So before they would have been like off mark here, here, and here. But once you get them lined up, it'll look just like it was when it came off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the thing here. Just take it back. Alright. Back where it was. Clean this crap up. Okay, we're ready to slide it back in. Like I said, you're gonna want to keep this pretty clean. So, of course, this ain't the cleanest rag in the world, but it's no big deal. Alright. We're getting ready to drive this nut back down on here. Or this piece that's threaded anyways, whatever you want to call it. Get the pipe wrench back out. Just get this spinning. Let me go ahead and move you guys over here so you can see. Now, we could have and probably should have changed a lot of those seals, but I'm only really worried about the ones that are busted. So I'm hoping that that's the only one that was messed up in there. If we ever have a problem with it leaking again and bleeding off, we'll fix it. So, anyways, this will be back together in just a second, and all we got to do is put it right back on the tractor. Now, I can't test it yet because I got a leak in the reservoir I got to fix. And no, I haven't owned this tractor its whole life, so I would have done maintenance on it a long time ago, but it wasn't mine. Now, what you could have done, or I could have done to make this easier to know that it was tightened up correctly, was to write down where, or not write down, but make a mark before I took it off to help me gauge, just like on the nut in there, where it needed to be tight again. But I'm not necessarily too worried about that, because I can get it pretty tight. Anyways, let's get out here and put it on the tractor real fast, and that should be all we got to do for that. Okay, here we are, back at it, the tractor. Now, you're going to want to put it on this way, but you're going to want these grease certs facing down, or at least on this side. This is the side I want to put in first. See if I can turn it. Probably have some trouble. this greaser here, I'm sure you can't see it because it's too low. Here it is. Greaser. It needs to be facing down, so when you go to grease it, you can get to it, and when it's, you know, if it's facing up, it's going to be hitting the loader and shearing it off and stuff. I'm going to put this in first because, trust me, when you try to put it in that side first and then this one, it gets a little wild because you got to get this the right length, and just put this one in first. You can push it in to get this one lined up. You don't got to do all that crazy crap. Okay? So you get that in there. Lined up. Maybe. I can figure out where that piece is. Where are you at? Oh. Come on now. Perfect. Now, drop this down for a second. Woo! That side's done. Yes, sir. Knock that into place. Now these bolts don't need to be that tight. Don't over tighten them. You'll break them off. You don't want to deal with that. So, go ahead and tighten this one up right now, so we don't got to worry about it. Perfect. Okay, next one. See, I told you this is going to be too long. You get in here and you push it, and you pull it back slowly. Should be right on the money. The hammer. Knock that bad thing in place. Okay. Set a pin in here. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Tighten it up too. Alright, now we're going to put those other pieces back on here. Now remember I told you, make sure you get the copper washers in there. Don't cross thread these, you'll regret it, because then you'll need a new cylinder or something like that, you know. Put that on there. And tighten these up. These don't have to be super tight. You'll wind up breaking these copper washers and stuff. Not sure of the torque specs. I'm not a big torque spec guy, but it should be enough. And then, yeah, there you go. That's how you take care of that. Tomorrow we're gonna look at that reservoir in there and see if we can fix it up. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything today. It's sleeting. I walked outside and I'm being slapped in the face by hard water. Anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna cut it for this week's video. I'm probably gonna put it out early, maybe. Who knows, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys had a great time and you know, liked it. Hey, do me a favor. If you guys like it, give it a like. If you don't, give it a dislike. Tell me why. Like, subscribe, all the cool stuff that people on YouTube say that I don't normally say. But I've noticed I've lost a few people, and it's sad to see that. I'm trying to build up on the following. You know, I like everybody coming in here and viewing everything. But if you guys got any pointers or anything, feel free to throw them in there. Just help out the algorithm, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It just helps me get out there to more people. So I've seen a few people, actually quite a few people that aren't subscribed that watch it. Just you know, if you like what you see, watch another video or subscribe, you know. Even if you don't think, you know, give me another shot, you know. Anyways, enough with that crap. I don't like saying it. I don't even know what I'm saying, but everybody that's out there that's watching, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.